mark for tonight. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we are live though, so that's.
I didn't know that.
What the heck? Oh, gotcha. Alright. Fun. Check. Thank you.
We're muted, right? Yeah, we're muted. Should I get my polo or uniform? It's not.
It's. Let's just roll. We don't have to do a press box cam. If you're cool with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can just roll a pregame with a camera view.
Where am I?
Back there.
Alright.
Okay, so pregame, we're gonna open, talk about yesterday, and then look to today. Coach talked about the vibes are good. You can definitely tell that there's already a change. The guys are more comfortable with each other after last night, after a big win. Moeller and Ward switched in the lineup.
Yeah,
I think the lineup spot doesn't mean a ton. He just really wanted Moeller's scheduled to pitch tomorrow, and he needs his bat in the lineup, so he put him at first base to keep it easy on his arm. And then Melendrez is in the lineup notes. He made an effort to get here today. He at least to Spearfish. Coach didn't know if he was going to be here at the game or not, but he wanted to put him on the lineup so that everybody knows that he's here, and so that he knows that people know that he's here.
Right, just to kind of give him.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Sasquatch fans, to
Yep.
Black Hills Energy Stadium. We thank you for joining us tonight
I know,
as we take out the
when you're ready.
I'm good.
All right. At some point here, I'll just take a picture of the lineup of their lineup.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can you do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, I do.
Just can you send it to me?
Yeah. It's a picture of a picture, but it'll work.
That's okay.
There you go. So pregame will be open. We're going to talk about yesterday. Break, look to today. Talk about everything Coach talked about. Lineups, break, officials, first pitch.
Okay, sounds good. You can just toss whatever you want to me. I'm good to talk.
All right.
All right. Lineup? Yep. All right. 5.
Yep.
4.
And good evening. Welcome in to the Spearfish Sasquatch Network. I'm Justin Ausbin, joined by Nikita Lohman. We're ready today for Game 2 of a 3-game series between your Spearfish Sasquatch and the Oahe Zap. Nikita, how you doing?
Justin, I'm doing great. Another beautiful night for baseball. A little bit warm, but the sun is shining. The Sasquatch are undefeated. It's a great day to have a great day, Justin.
It is a great day to have a great day, and I know we're talking about today, but let's look back to yesterday. Of course, if you weren't with us yesterday, it was a run rule victory for your Sasquatch, 15-5 in 7 innings, driven off the back at 2 big crooked numbers, a 5 spot in the 2nd and a 5 spot in the 7th to get us to that run rule victory. Nikita, what did you see last night?
Well, Justin, it was 2 contrasting styles which got them to those 15 runs. You mentioned the 5-run second inning. Only 2 hits to be had, but they were opportunistic. They drew 2 walks to open up the inning, showed off patience there. And then it was the base running which got them those runs. Constantly, they were able to jump first to third. They were aggressive, pushed the limits, and it paid off in their favor. And then in the 7th, this is just classic Sasquatch baseball. It's what we saw all of last summer. The guys just mashed from top to bottom. You talk about 10 runs, scoring on 7 hits. 7 of the 9 hitters had hits in that game. 8 out of the 9 hitters in the lineup, Justin, got on base in the 7th inning. That's usually a recipe for success. You look at a guy like Maddox Morrison, who had 4 RBIs in that inning alone. Of course, he finished the job. You have 2 triples in the inning. We could go on and on and on, but it seemed like, after Dominic Torres got things going, he hit a double to ignite a spark after a big play from Lawson Ward in the field. That flipped the switch for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it did. It was a couple zeros in a row for the Sasquatch. The bats were screeched to a halt by A.J. Ponciano. But in that 7th inning, turned it around and strung things together, and boy, did it work all the way through. It was a good fun night last night, and talking to Coach Phil Demos earlier today, he said that was a really important win for the guys. He talked about Pierre. Pierre seemed to be pretty fluid throughout. Of course, they had already played 3 games against Casper. They know each other. They played together, but he said that our guys here for the Sasquatch, they're still learning each other's names, and that cohesiveness, that feeling as a team wasn't quite there going into the game last night. But he said the big win last night certainly helped to get the team going, to get everybody feeling as a unit, and it certainly has helped. We are 20 minutes from first pitch here. Of course, it's a 6:05 first pitch. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll look further into today. We'll talk about the lineups and more after this on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network.
Knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health. your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
And I'm with Chip. We're a local payment processing organization based out of Spearfish, South Dakota. You can think about Chip as an extension of your payroll. With Chip, you get a customized solution for your business, as opposed to if you're just going to go online and find a payment processor, you get whatever they do. It's just whatever they have out of their box is the box that you get put into. With us, we actually are looking at custom solutions that fit what you do. We sit down with you, we break it down so you understand what you're looking at. That way you can make an informed decision about your business and what is the right thing for you to do. Visit chip.cc and book an appointment.
Welcome back into this Spearfish Sasquatch Network pregame show. Again, I'm Justin Hausman, joined by Nikita Lohman. Let's talk about today, looking into Game 2 of this 3-game series with the Oahe Zap. Going to see some lineup changes today, mainly the switch. Lawson Ward dropping back to the cleanup spot to allow Crew Moeller into the third spot. I talked to Coach Demas, and he said Crew Moeller's going to pitch tomorrow, so he wanted him at first base just to save the arm. But that bat is important. It's a really good bat, and he wants to keep it in the lineup as much as he can. So that's a change there. Lawson Ward also dropping to designated hitter today in place of Kendrick Aragon, with 2 catchers on the roster right now, waiting for the third one to show up as he's finishing up his college spring season. The catchers are going to go back and forth quite a bit here in the first couple weeks. Do you see anything else of note, Nikita?
Well, Justin, I want to talk about the flip in the lineup between Moeller and Ward. I think an added benefit, which maybe isn't entirely, it's not necessarily what Coach Demas is looking for, but I think last night, one thing we saw a whole lot of is there were quite a few breaking balls. You know, he really wasn't getting pitched to a whole lot, and as a result, you know, he was only pitcher's pitches that he was seeing. Tonight, you have a great hitter like Crew Moeller on in front of him most of the time. Lawson Ward, I think, is going to get more good pitches to hit tonight.
I think so, too. If you look back to his day yesterday, Lawson Ward 0 for 4 on the day. But I think about 95% of the pitches he saw were sliders on the outer half, and he just had a tough time getting something good to hit all day long. So with Moeller on in front of him, hopefully we can get him into scoring position, and then all of a sudden you have to pitch to Lawson Ward, that's where he can do more damage. So it'll be good to see what we get out of Lawson Ward today. Let's turn to the pitching. It'll be J.J. Manuel on the mound tonight, making his first appearance of the ILB season. And we expect him to go a little bit deeper in the start than Quintero did yesterday. Quintero said he was feeling good with his start where it was at. He exited after 3 innings pitched. Let's see his final line. His final line was 3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, a run. It was earned, and 4 strikeouts. He said he was confident leaving his start where he did, and Coach Demas saw no need to put him out there, risk, a crooked number, risk injury, so he got pulled after 3. We expect J.J. Manuel to go a little further tonight, as he said that he is ready to go. He's feeling confident. He wants to see what he can do out on the Sasquatch mound. Nikki, do you have anything?
Justin, no surprise to expect, and that we will see J.J. Manuel going a bit deeper into this contest. This is a guy who you can describe as having a rubber arm. This season at Cal State Los Angeles, he tossed 60.2 innings pitched. That was the second most on the team. This is a guy who is durable, consistent. He's not just a pitcher. He can also hit really well. We will not see him in the lineup tonight, but again, he's got good stuff. You can expect to see heaters, splitters. That fastball is going to get up there. And I think a precedent has been set by Isaac Quintero. The one thing I loved, Justin, I cannot say it enough. You mentioned the 4 strikeouts. Guess what else he did? He didn't walk a single batter. Just 2 walks from the Spearfish pitching staff last night. That's every pitching coach's dream. They want to continue to fill up the strike zone, especially with a guy like J.J. Manuel, because hitting is extremely hard. When you have stuff like that man has on the mound, it's going to be a long day for the Zap if these Sasquatch pitchers are filling up the strike zone.
Yeah, it will be. J.J. Manuel will expect to see his fastball in the low 90s, a splitter to follow. And, yeah, I'm excited to see J.J. Manuel take the mound for the first time here in 2026. Have any other notes for us before we go into starting lineups, Nikita?
Well, Justin, I think the walks are extremely important, but I think all the fans at home should be watching for how quickly this team strikes. You talked about, Justin, Coach Demos talked about how the guys are starting to gel a little bit, and a big-time 7th inning like last night, that's a bonding moment. Early this morning, I was at the gym, and I saw some of the guys there working out together. That's another bonding moment. So I think a lot of these guys have played summer ball before. They're used to getting put into these positions where they're playing with guys who they don't know extremely well, and they get to know each other fast. And when a team plays for each other, fights for each other, it's not hard to see on the field. Watch for early runs to set the tone for what could be a really special season. I
agree. It is 5:52. Mountain Time here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Let's move into starting lineups as we get ready for this one. For the Zap, they're going to start off in center field. He's wearing number 5. That is Dominic DiCarlo. In the 2 spot, it'll be the catcher, number 31. He had a good night last night. That's Ty Farwell. In the 3 spot in right field, wearing number 24 is Landon Meyer, and the designated hitter tonight, wearing number 28, Garen Gledhill. At first base, in the 5 spot, it is number 11, Quinn Ludvigsen. In the 6 spot, the third baseman, number 15, and that is Mason Melton. In the 7 spot, it is the shortstop, wearing number 8, Cy Taylor. And the 8th spot is the left fielder wearing number 20. That is Ethan Pitcher. And finally, at second base, wearing number 2 is Gavin Frazier. Head coach for the Oahe Zap is Jamie Habiger. Now for your Spearfish Sasquatch, leading off in center. Player of the game last night, number 10, Maddox Morrison. Followed by him, it is the right fielder, number 1, Bobo Ian Doley. In the 3 spot, of course, it is the first baseman, Crew Moeller. He's wearing number 4. In the 4 spot, the designated hitter, wearing number 27, Lawson Ward. In the 5 spot, the left fielder, number 40. That is Carter Towns. In the 6th spot, the third baseman, wearing number 5. Back at third base again tonight, Dominic Torres. In the 7th spot, it is the catcher, number 16, Kendrick Aragon. He'll make his catching debut for the Sasquatch tonight. Also, in the 8th spot is the second baseman, wearing number 2, Malachi Lopez. Rounding out the starting 9 for your Spearfish Sasquatch, it is number 6. No, excuse me. That's number 3, Ben Fewer. He's at shortstop tonight. Pitcher for the Oahe Zap, it is, we saw him on the field last night. He's pitching today. It is number 4, Quentin Teets. And again, your pitcher tonight, starting on the mound for the Spearfish Sasquatch, it is J.J. Manuel. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More to come after this on this Spearfish Sasquatch Network pregame show.
2003. Call and schedule your free in-home consultation today with a
And back to Spearfish Sasquatch Network pregame show. Again, I'm Justin Hausman, joined by Nikita Lohman. Nikita, let's talk about this Zap lineup a little more.
Yeah, Justin, I think there's one keynote when we get into the later innings of this game. It's pitchability. There's an easy lane here for Sasquatch left-hander Coulter Wilson out of the bullpen. We've got 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the Zap. Farwell, Meyer, Glenhill, Ludvigsen. What do they all have in common? They're left-handed. Bring Coulter Wilson in, potentially in a jam. Of course, you can see the Zap go to the bullpen. Go to the bench, excuse me. But Coulter Wilson has a clear lane. Expect to see him coming in. Maybe it's the third time that those guys come through the order. You will see number 19 on the mound more than likely. It's not a guarantee. That's just the way I see it, and I think there's a good chance Coach Demos and Groom see it that way. But I think that's a keynote, Justin. But also looking at the starting pitching, we could be in store for a unique matchup with Quinn Teets. Already saw him last night as a hitter, but as a pitcher, this guy can throw the ball well.
Yeah, he can. I'll be looking forward to see what he can do. Of course, he's a quick defender. He can move well on the bases. His year at Dakota State shows that, as he stole plenty of bags without getting an at bat. So you can see him as kind of one of those permanent pitch runners. But I'm excited to see what he's got on the mound tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at this Sasquatch lineup, I think, again, the key is swinging early. Interested to see what type of stuff he's got, but I think the best pitches they're going to get here in this game are going to be heaters early in the count. You don't want to get late. Justin, the stat I always love to go back to, the difference between going ahead in the count 1-0, going behind in the count 0-1, is the difference between a guy like Bryce Harper and a guy like Tyro Estrada. It sounds drastic, it sounds crazy, but that is essentially a real stat. Maybe not those two players exactly, but that is the difference in the numbers. I think you need to get your pitch early in the count. The Sasquatch know that. Something that Coach Demos talked about with us is to be a smart hitter, you need to know when to leverage your pitches. Know early in the count, hunt the fastball when you're ahead, maybe 2-0, 3-1. That's when you take the big hacks. That's when you hunt for damage.
Yeah, it is. And getting on early, getting on pitches early helps to turn the lineup over even more. And we'll be excited to see how it goes. It is lineups here right now. As we're approaching the national anthem, we'll get ready to go here shortly. You have anything else for us before we move to the national anthem?
Not really, Justin. I think there's a lot of good baseball, which is up ahead. Going to be a good one in store. I think the Sasquatch are looking to roll in after what was a dominant win.
I agree. We'll step away from the national anthem. We'll be back on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network after this.
So here's the problem.
I wanna shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. And she loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind. Hey.
They say there's no guarantees in life. But who's they? And do they have Midco internet? Now there's a guarantee. So let's go. Let's go reliable. Let's go resilient. Let's go beyond.
Spearfish Sasquatch Network pregame show as JJ Manuel getting his warm-up pitches in. Let's take a look at your umpires for tonight. Behind the plate will be Cam Murphy. On the bases, it is Rollo Wallace. And we've talked about him before. Let's do another spotlight on JJ Manuel. Of course, he's your starting pitcher tonight. Fun little fact about him, he was the male athlete of the year at his school, Cal State LA, which is a fun, he's been a good athlete down in Southern California. We expect him to be a good athlete here as well. Also, he's an innings eater. Coach Demas said he normally hits for himself when he pitches. He also didn't get days off in the lineup down at Cal State, so he's used to working a lot. And again, a two-way hitter with a fastball splitter mix. Nikita?
Yeah, that fastball, you can expect it hovering around the 90-mile-per-hour range, topping around 92, 93 on the gun. And Justin, you're seeing the splitter become such a prominent pitch in high levels of baseball because it's so tough to differentiate that fastball from the splitter. A lot of pitching comes down to tunneling. What tunneling means is that differentiation. It looks like a fastball for 58 feet, and then it's a splitter, and you're swinging over the top of a pitch in the dirt. When JJ Manuel's right, he'll be getting those types of whiffs.
He will be, and he gets to work here early with the fastball up and out of the zone for ball one. This is Dominic DiCarlo at the plate. If we look back to his day yesterday, we see that he was not in the lineup yesterday. Instead, he is back in today. Second pitch coming from Manuel is fouled back to the screen, strike one. That fastball is commanding in the zone.
Yeah, you can see the velocity there. It's no secret that he's got some good stuff. DiCarlo, we've talked about him a bit. He's a brilliant fielder, and he can run.
Another pitch from Manuel is going to be high up out of the zone, make it ball two. That'll move the count 2-1. Manuel quickly back on the mound. DiCarlo plays his part back in the box quickly too. Another pitch, that one off speed in the zone. Up near the top of the zone, that'll even up the count 2-2. First move to the off-speed for the day for JJ Manuel. Back to it, 2-2 is going to be put into play. Just a worm burner down to third base, and it'll be an easy 5-3 putout. That from Dominic Torres over to Crew Moeller for out number one.
Yeah, easy does it right there. When JJ Manuel gets a hitter into a two-strike count, it's trouble. Because the guy needs to defend. He's got to accommodate for that fastball, that splitter. He's also got a pitch that goes horizontally, whether you want to call it a slider, sweeper, or a cutter. It's just a lot to account for.
It is, and now we're going to see a little bit of a change as stepping into the box is Ty Farwell, the lefty now. And Manuel has to adjust to the other side of the box. He finds a strike, though, early. Make it 0-1. Now back to it. Fouled out of play. That's in the parking lot, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Farwell, we saw him swing well last night. 2 for 3, an RBI and a walk. Just continuing what has been a strong start to the season for him. A long ball to go with it. Now the numbers. He's at a crisp 5 for 10, the on-base and the slug. A bit higher than that 500 average.
The 0-2 pitch. Manuel kicks, fires. That one, hard fastball in the zone. Fouled away again. Farwell had a great day yesterday. 2 for 3 on the day. Knocked in an RBI. Took a walk as well.
Yeah, he's got a nice, simple swing. He's 6'5". The power speaks for itself, but he's He gets through the strike zone. He doesn't put more than he needs to behind that swing.
Back to another 0-2 count. Manuel fires. That one fought off again by Farwell. And we'll go back to another 0-2 count. The Sasquatch today in their black and gray trim, white pants. Oahe back with their light blues, white pants. Some yellow piping on those Zap jerseys. That one put into play. No, that's going to find foul territory. Not able to make the play out there in left field is Carter Towns. He gave it good chase, slid on the warning track, but could not come up with it.
Farwell's done a good job of fouling pitches off. The deeper this AB goes, the more the advantage somewhat swings his way. Still an 0-2 count, so a massive advantage, but the more pitches you see, the more antsy the pitcher gets on the mound.
More comfortable you can feel, too, especially if you feel like you can see the pitches pretty well. See if Manuel switches to an off speed, try to get a swing and miss. Pitch, no, instead, it's a fastball high out of the zone, swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2. That's the first strikeout for J.J. Manuel.
And no need to change it when you can go to that high heater, when you can get a swing, and that pitch looks nice to the batter's eye. It looks about eye level, so it looks like you can get the bat out and hit it, but you need tremendous bat speed to get to that high heater.
You do. It looks real great, but it's hard to get up to it. Digging into the box now is the right fielder. That is Landon Meyer. He sees a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Now that one appeared to be some sort of off-speed pitch, slipped out of the hand. It's a ball up and away.
Meyer had limited run last night, came in off the bench and struck out.
He took the place of Teets, who we'll see on the mound today. That's a beautiful pitch on the inside part of the plate. A fastball will make it 1-2. Manuel back to it again. That one fought off on the inside part. Count will remain.
I'm not seeing a ton of off-speed early, just getting a feel for that fastball in the first inning. That could give him an advantage the next time he goes through this part of the lineup if they don't really see any breakers.
That's an off-speed pitch, fought off again by Meyer, and we'll stay 1-2. It was a good move to a slider. Couldn't get the swing and miss, though. Caught a little bit too much of the plate. Manuel kicks again. That one out towards left field. It'll get out of play. Another foul ball. We've seen lots of deep counts early here in inning number 1, but not a lot of balls. These are strikes in the zone that are getting fouled off. Manuel again. That one down in the dirt, leaving up the count 2-2.
Yeah, we talked about on the pregame only 2 walks for the Sasquatch as a pitching staff last night. This is a good indication of more things to come in that department.
The 2-2 is in play out to left center, giving it chase. And out in center field to make a nice catch. That is Maddox Morrison. The fly out to center ends the inning. The Zap go down 1-2-3. No walks, no hits, no errors. And we'll come back for the bottom of the first after this.
They say there's no guarantees in life. But who's they? And do they have Midco Internet? Now there's a guarantee. So let's go. Let's go reliable. Let's go resilient. Let's go beyond.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Back now to the bottom of the first inning. Let's roll through this Spearfish Sasquatch starting lineup. Leading off today is Maddox Morrison. He's followed by Bobo Ian Doley. Next is Crew Moeller, then Lawson Ward. Behind him is Carter Towns, then Dom Torres. In the 7th spot is Kendrick Aragon. 8th spot, that's Malachi Lopez. And rounding out the starting 9 for your Spearfish Sasquatch is Ben Fuhr. They will face Quentin Teets on the mound. And the player of the game last night, Maddox Morrison, he digs in for his first at-bat of the day.
Yeah, some really hard hit balls last night.
First pitch from Teets is a fastball on the outer half. Fouled away by Morrison, strike 1.
He's got such a good approach at the plate. This season was an absolutely terrific hitter. All elite Region 16 team.
Teets fires again. That's on the inside corner. Call it strike 2.
Can we see the preview, guys?
0-2 now.
Are they coming here? Really? It's always hitting.
As Morrison digs back in. Trying to defend. An 0-2 disadvantage. That one is inside. Ball 1. Teets coming in with an aggressive arm angle off to the side. Gives his pitches an opportunity for a little bit more arm side run than most. Back to it, another fastball in the zone, fouled away by Morrison. The count will remain 1-2. Teets comes, sets again. And the pitch is inside. That's a dead ball. It hit him.
I saw him. What's up, dude? Ouch, that might be the mark. Just like a hailstorm might do to your home this summer. If you're in need of an repair after a storm,
He'll certainly take that. If it's going to be any type of hit by pitch, it's that one. A slower breaking ball hitting him on the foot.
Yeah, not going to do much damage. Just a free base, that's all. And behind him steps in Bobo Iandoli, who is out in right field today. Moeller with a good lead off first base. Teets looks over. Now he fires into Iandoli. That's inside. Ball 1. Iandoli last night, 1 for 4. Right field again for him last night. He got a double, 2 RBIs, then he scored a run. Teets comes set again. And the pitch is on the outside part off the corner. Call it ball 2.
And can you guess what inning that RBI double came in? Shocker.
Was it the 2nd?
It was the 7th.
Ah! I had 2 shots. Squanch scored in the 2nd and the 7th last night. I was 50-50. That one out in the right-handed batter's box. Sneaks away from, that's the catcher Farwell. And moving up to second base is Morrison. Call that a pass ball.
Morrison, a guy with speed, 11 stolen bags this season. Don't expect him to go here. 3-0 count, nobody out.
The 3-0 is in the zone, strike 1.
That being said, Justin, if it gets to 1 out, that's when the stolen bit, trying to steal third, that gamble is far more worth it, because suddenly it becomes a play where you don't need a hit to drive in a run.
Can be the sack fly. You never want to make the first or the third out at third base. Risking that is never good for an offense. That one, fastball middle, fouled back to the screen by Ian Doley. The count is full.
And he took an absolute war hack right there. But that's good. That's the count where you're supposed to take that swing. You have the count leverage, 3-1. You're supposed to hunt a fastball. When you talk about coming up to the plate with an approach, that's it right there. You take the big swings when you're probably going to get the heater.
Yeah, 2-0 count, a 3-1 count, that's where you want to go hunting. And Iandoli gave his best shot at it. Now the full count, the payoff pitch is on the outside corner. It's a ball. We've got runners first and second, no outs here for the 3 spot in Crew Moeller.
Number 4, first baseman Crew Moeller.
Great spot to do damage here early. Bottom of the first, no outs. Runner in scoring position, another runner behind him at first base. And Teets comes set. He'll take a look back. Now he kicks and fires. That one hit him. That's 2 hit by pitches, and all of a sudden, the bases are full.
This is the nightmare start for Teets. You load the bases. This isn't the guy you want to see up at the plate, Justin.
Not at all. Lawson Ward at the plate, and he's hungry after going 0 for last night. He's ready to do some damage, and you can't pitch around him here. Teets sets, and he fires. That one to the screen. Coming home is Morrison. He's safe. Sasquatch are on the board here in the bottom of the first. It's 1-0.
And you can put on the board, yes.
Easy does it right there. Now, in theory, a base is open. You're not going to walk him, obviously.
You never know. Depends on how great or how much you want to face Carter Towns behind Lawson Ward. That one is a wild pitch. Score it. Runner second and third now. Still no outs. That pitch is off the corner. That's ball 2.
Just in this inning, we're seeing from the Zap pitching staff is akin to the struggles that they had in the last game of the Casper series, where they walked 15 batters as a pitching staff.
Free bases in that quantity is never a recipe for success, as Teets responds with a fastball on the outer half for strike 1.
Yesterday, the Zap, they only walked 5 guys. That was tied for a season low, so a different story. But again, they're going to have to right the ship throwing pitches in the zone early.
They're going to have to, as that one is a breaking ball way outside. And Lawson Ward has found himself in a 3-ball count.
Here's where you hunt a fastball and take a big hack.
Hitters count. The pitch is down low. That's another walk. Bases are loaded. We'll see a defensive conference at the mound as the catcher Farwell and first baseman Ludvigsen go out to rally their pitcher. There is movement in the bullpen. I see 2 guys out there, no numbers. We'll get those as soon as we can. Teets got to go back to work, as stepping in is the left fielder Carter Towns. Towns in the lineup last night as well. He gets another start out in left field. He went 1 for 4 last night, a double and RBI. He did score a run, struck out twice. First pitch is outside for ball 1. What do you think the leash is going to be on Teets here, as he struggled to throw pitches in the zone?
Well, Justin, I think it's telling that there's already a guy up getting loose in the bullpen. I mean, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches, a wild pitch. It's about as rough of a start as you could have. A few more runners get on base. I think he's out of this game.
The 2-0 pitch is outside again. It's ball 3. Starts like this really hurt a team's momentum, as all of a sudden you got to scratch together a full 9 innings with your bullpen. You didn't schedule a bullpen day, but it has to be one when your starter isn't finding the strike zone. 3-1 now after a 3-0 fastball in the zone. Teets comes set again. That one chases, grabs a swing from Towns. It'll fill the count 3-2. Teets sets the payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1.
He needed that. Really nice job bearing down. When you get to a 3-0 count, 4-pitch walk there, I think there was a chance he was going to get hooked from the game, but to come back, throw 3 straight good pitcher's pitches, that could entirely change the trajectory of this game if he can settle in from here.
He can. As that pitch is outside for a ball. This is Dominic Torres at the plate. Another start for him at third base. Second pitch he sees is in the zone, strike 1. Torres, a good game for him last night, 2 for 3 on the night, an RBI. He scored 3 runs. He was also hit by 2 pitches. That one on the outer half. Called strike, make it 1-2. Teets is finding the strike zone at a little bit higher of a rate than he has through the first 6 hitters of his outing. Torres puts one in play. That's out into right field. Under it, the catch is made. Tagging the play at the plate. Not in time, and another Sasquatch run is across the plate. Ian Doley takes the sac fly, makes it worth it. As it is now 2-0 Sasquatch.
It's a good piece of hitting right there. You got a breaking ball in the outer part of the plate. You get down in the count. Actually, I believe that Ian Doley left early from third there.
Oh. I didn't see it. I was down in my scorebook, but it appears that you're right. The inning is over, and the run does not score. Coach Demos is talking about it with the umpires, but we'll cut it there. It's a 1-0 ball game. The Squatch throw one across in the first inning. We'll come back. Second inning is on the way next.
For the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and fun at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort, your home for the newest games.
Going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Back to the top of the second inning, and digging into the box right away is the designated hitter, Garen Gledhill. 4 spot, leading off in the second inning after a nice 1-2-3 inning back in the first from the starter, J.J. Manuel. He starts off aggressive in the zone again here in inning number 2. It's a fastball fouled away for strike 1. Manuel kicks again. That one in play. Torres trying to make a play on it. Bobbled it over to first base, and it's good. A nice 5-3 put out. Great play by Dominic Torres for out number 1.
Good recovery there. Stayed calm, cool, delivered a nice, accurate throw.
Didn't panic. He got leather on it initially. Had to range over to his left, but couldn't pick it clean. Caught it off the bounce and fired over to first base. Bowler cleaned it up for the first out. Now back to it. That's a pitch off the plate. This is Quinn Ludvigsen. Back to it again, Manuel. That one fouled right over us. Back into the parking lot, strike 1. Manuel with the commanding presence on the mound. You can feel that confidence just by looking at him. Back to it. That one is a little low. And it's ball 2.
There's the splitter right there. Justin, I know that you threw a bit of a splitter back in your playing days.
I did. Yeah, once I got up to amateur ball, I changed that changeup into a splitter. And that one put in play. Fly ball out to left field. And that is taken in by Towns for out number 2. That was fun throwing the splitter.
It's a tough pitch for a lot of people to command. For anyone who doesn't know at home, you really need to spread out those fingers wide and kind of snap the wrist to get it in there. If your hands aren't big enough, you just can't throw the pitch.
No, you can't. I was fortunate enough as Manuel throws curveball over the head of Mason Melton for ball 1. I was fortunate enough, just as a lefty, I threw it without a lot of spin. It almost acted a little bit like a forkball. Threw it off the low and outside corner. To mild success. Cut on and miss for strike 1 by Melton.
I believe some people refer to those splitters, which have very low spin and as a result can kind of dance in any direction. A dead fish, that's something I've heard before. Fernando Cruz, for my Yankee fans out there.
Another big swing and a miss from Melton comes up empty. The count is 1-2. Manuel looking to get off the mound quickly again. Looking to continue the success that he had in the first inning. The 1-2 pitch is down in the dirt. There's the splitter. Can't find it. Hits ball 2. What do you think about buzzing the tower here?
I like it.
Hard
Set his
fastball.
eyes low. He's throwing him a pitch low in the zone. He's showing the heater up. Feels like he has to swing. And more than likely, it's going to
Looking for a high fastball. It's up in the booth, but instead Manuel is going to disengage, step back off the mound. The 2-2. Didn't get it. Didn't get the high fastball. Instead, we got an off-speed pitch low and away. Got on and missed by Melton, and that is another strikeout for Manuel. Another 1-2-3 inning here in the second. We'll take a break. Bottom 2 is after this.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
I'm with Chip. We're a local payment processing organization based out of Spearfish, South Dakota. You could think about Chip as an extension of your payroll. With Chip, you get a customized solution for your business, as opposed to if you're just going to go online and find a payment processor, you get whatever they do. It's just whatever they have out of their box is the box that you get put into. With us, we actually are looking at custom solutions that fit what you do. We sit down with you, we break it down so you understand what you're looking at. That way you can make an informed decision about your business and what is the right thing for you to do. Visit chip.cc and book an appointment.
Back to it. Due up in the bottom of the second is the 7, 8, and 9 spots for your Spearfish Sasquatch. It'll be Kendrick Aragon, Malachi Lopez, and Ben Fewer. Speaking of Kendrick Aragon, here he is catching tonight. If we look back to his night last night, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. He scored twice and he struck out twice. First pitch is outside for a ball.
And Aragon, 2 times he got on base via walk. Came around to score both times. Was integral in starting rounds.
That pitch outside for ball 2. That one right on the inside corner for strike 1. A haze has come over Spearfish, South Dakota. Still got some sun peeking through. That one outside corner for strike 2. It'll even up the count, 2-2. Aragon looking to be the leadoff guy, get on base. This one put in play high. Chopper out to the shortstop. The play at first base is in time. A 6-3 put out. That is from Cy Taylor. Gets Aragon. And he goes down on 5 pitches. Behind him is Malachi Lopez, the second baseman, as he digs in to the right-handed batter's box. Pitch is a ball to Lopez. Back to last night. 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. That's on a rope out to left field. He's got himself a hit here in the second inning tonight. A nice easy single. Brings up the shortstop, Ben Fewer.
It's no secret that Malachi Lopez handles the bat well. 355 this season at College of the Desert. He's heading to Cal State San Bernardino. The big reason for that is, again, because he puts bat to ball with the best of them.
He leads off first. Teets takes a peek. Now kicks and fires into Fewer, and that is a first pitch strike on the outside corner. The wind has started to pick up a little bit. Pretty similar to last night, blowing from left field to right field. That one way outside, a breaking ball. Overthrown from Teets, and it's ball 1. Pitch from Teets is on the outside corner again for a strike. Make it 1-2. You're gonna put together a good at bat here. Keep this rally moving. Flip the lineup over to Morrison. That's a step off and a throw over. Not competitive.
No, he was back. He had fully dove back into the bag before the ball even got out of the hand of Teets.
That's just a show-me move. That's all that is. It's important for pitchers. And there comes the quicker move. But Lopez back in easy.
Yeah, a couple former left-handed pitchers up here in the booth. Albeit Justin has a few more innings under his belt. We can tell you all about the A, B, and C move.
Oh, yeah. And that one just out of the reach of Ludvigsen. Fewer has himself a single. Lopez trying to extend over to third base. He is out at third. Fewer moves to second on the play. And that is out number 2. That's a nice throw out there from the second baseman, Frazier.
Yeah, really nice throw there. I think it's worth the risk. With one out, you push the issue a little bit. Should that have, if that was the first out or the third out, you say no, it's not worth getting those extra 90 feet. In that case, it is. And a nice job by Ben Fewer. The zap had nobody covering second base. He identifies that, leaves a bit late. But look, again, there's nobody in there, so he got a free 90 feet.
Teets back, facing the top of the order again, and Maddox Morrison back at the plate. He sees the ball high. This pitch inside, smoke down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Fewer will round third, coming home. Morrison wants to push it to third. He's got it all the way. Stand-up triple. Maddox Morrison, it's 2 nights in a row, and it is 2-0 Sasquatch.
The ball just jumps off of Maddox Morrison's bat. It's not hard to see how he made 9 home runs last year. Puts the ball in play, it just jumps. I mean, that thing was in the corner in an eye blink, and with his speed, when he hits a ball down there towards that 330 sign, you're not gonna throw him out. He's got 3 bags. Already triple number 2, Justin. How about that?
2 games, 2 triples for Maddox Morrison, and back at the plate is Bobo Iandoli. He puts the first pitch he sees in play out into trouble land, but hauled in. Make that a pop out to the shortstop, Cy Taylor. The inning is over, but not before. Maddox Morrison knocks in another RBI, courtesy of Ben Fewer. We'll take a break. The third inning is on the way next.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm with CHIP. We're a local payment processing organization based out of Spearfish, South Dakota. You could think about CHIP as an extension of your payroll. With CHIP, you get a customized solution for your business, as opposed to if you're just going to go online and find a payment processor. You get whatever they do. It's just whatever they have out of their box is the box that you get put into. With us, we actually are looking at custom solutions that fit what you do. We sit down with you, we break it down so you understand what you're looking at. That way you can make an informed decision about your business and what is the right thing for you to do. Visit chip.cc and book an appointment.
For the ultimate family getaway, Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to.
Back to the top of the third, we will see Cy Taylor, Ethan pitcher, and that is Gavin Frazier. It's ball 1 to Cy Taylor. J.J. Manuel looking to continue the dominance he has had through the first 2 innings. It's a foul back to the screen for strike 1. And the count is even 1-1. Back to it is Manuel. That one in play. High chopper to the third baseman. Torres, easy play. Over to Moeller, 5-3 for out number 1.
Just continuing to do a nice job. JJ Manuel, he's throwing nothing but strikes. And why not? If you can command the strike zone, you have stuff like he has. He's shown good feel for the slider today. It's a lot to keep track of. Hitters are on their toes. They're more defending than competing at the plate.
Ethan pitcher sees a pitch up and in for ball one. He ducked out of the way to avoid the hit by pitch. That'll make you uncomfortable. I think that was just a breaking ball that slipped. But he steps back in to face the 0-1 or the 1-0 count. That one on the corner for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Pitcher still looking for his first hit of the year.
Yes, he went 0 for 4 in the series against Casper. He chases that pitch in the dirt for strike 2. He did get a walk versus Casper. He did not play last night.
And hitting is such a mental game. You want to get that monkey off your back as early as possible.
You do. And the pitch, cut on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2.
Just filthy. Justin, we've talked so much about the splitter and how that's such a tough pitch to hit. Well, the slider is working tonight. The placement is great. He's tunneling that off of his fastball extremely well. It's easy to ask, watching from above, well, why are you swinging at a pitch in the dirt outside of the strike zone? Well, because, again, for 58 feet, it looks like a fastball down the middle.
It does, and it leaks away from you right at the end. That pitch fouled back to the screen by Frazier. He steps in for his first at-bat of the night, the second baseman here tonight for the Oahe Zap. It's a real problem if a pitcher has 2 pitches, as this ball is in play. First hit of the night for the Zap goes to Gavin Frazier, a single into right field. It's a real problem if a guy's got 2 pitches working, because those are 2 thoughts in your head. It gets even worse when he's got 3, because all of a sudden he can throw whatever he wants in a 2-strike count and you don't know what's coming. But the lineup flips back over. This is Dominic DiCarlo. He grounded out to the third baseman Torres in his first at-bat. And he'll see a ball to start off his second at-bat here in the third inning. That one to the screen, even up the count 1-1. The 1-1 from Manuel, working out of the stretch for the first time tonight, is a breaking ball in the zone. Put in play, out to right field, and making the play is Ian Doley. That's out number 3, and through 3 complete, your score is still 1-0. We'll take a break. The 4th inning and the bottom of the 3rd is after this.
I'm with Chip. We're a local payment processing organization based out of Spearfish, South Dakota. You can think about Chip as an extension of your payroll. With Chip, you get a customized solution for your business, as opposed to if you're just going to go online and find a payment processor, you get whatever they do. It's just whatever they have out of their box is the box that you get put into. With us, we actually are looking at custom solutions that fit what you do. We sit down with you, we break it down so you understand what you're looking at. That way you can make an informed decision about your business and what is the right thing for you to do. Visit chip.cc and book an appointment.
They say there's no guarantees in life. But who's they? And do they have Midco Internet? Now there's a guarantee. So let's go. Let's go reliable. Let's go resilient. Let's go beyond.
Back to the bottom of the third. We're not through 3 complete. We are in the bottom of the third, but it is a 2-0 Sasquatch lead as the wind is coming in here to the press box.
Hold on to your papers.
Yeah, hold on to everything so it doesn't blow away. Stepping in now is Crew Moeller for his second at-bat. He was hit by a pitch in his first one. He takes the first pitch he sees out into center field. It is a single down in front of the center fielder, DiCarlo, and that's a leadoff base runner for the designated hitter, Ward.
Now batting for the Sasquatch is number 27, designated hitter.
From what we've seen from Crew Moeller so far, it's been very impressive. Does a good job. It's a nice, short, compact stroke, but when he puts barrel to ball, he hits it hard and far.
First pitch to Ward is behind him, and that'll be an easy base for Crew Moeller. Wild pitch advances Moeller to second. Now a runner in scoring position for Lawson Ward.
Also, Justin, forgive me for my ignorance here. Lawson Ward, love the walk-up song. I've heard it before. Don't know the name of it. Reminds me, Andrew Miller used to walk out to that back in the day.
That is God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash. At least his rendition of it. It's not his song. It's his cover. That pitch is down for a ball. That is ball 2. That one outside ball 3. And again, Lawson Ward yet to see anything real to hit tonight.
Yeah, I think we have an idea of what the scouting report is. It's breaking balls away.
Just don't pitch to him because you don't want to see what happens when you do. The 3-0 count from Teets is inside ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Lawson Ward. Runners first and second. No outs. Brings up Carter Towns. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Looking to get back in the hit column here with a couple of runners on. Big swing and a miss on a fastball high in the zone for strike 1. It's a ball. It will even up the count. 1-1.
We haven't seen a lot of changeups today. Saw one right there.
Yeah.
Maybe throwing another wrinkle in as he gets a second trip through the order.
Might have to. Got to diversify a little bit. That's fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 is your count here to Carter Towns. Again, no outs in the inning. Teets looking back at Moeller. Checks him back again. Now a pitch is swung on and missed. That's another changeup. And Carter Towns goes down swinging.
You'll see a lot of pitchers, they like the sinker changeup combo because they move the same plane generally. They're both moving arm side with a little bit of sink. The thing is, though, is the changeup is usually 8 to 10 miles an hour slower, and it drops a bit more. So again, we talk about tunneling. The changeup and the sinker are very difficult to distinguish. If you can have the velocity gap big enough, then that pitch is going to work extremely well.
Work there for Quentin Teets, and he starts off Dom Torres with the slider on the outer half for strike 1. Torres flew out to the right fielder back in the first, and Teets will step back Moeller to the bag. Would have been a sac fly, but Ian Doley left early. Did not tag up properly, and it was Torres puts one in play to the shortstop. 6-4, 3 not in time. Double play not there. Runners on the corners. 2 outs now after the fielder's choice from Dom Torres.
Just too fast. You're going to have a lot of difficulty trying to cut down Dom Torres at first. And with runners at the corners, expect him to go here early, Justin. Maybe force an errant throw down to second base, try to manufacture another run scoring with 2 outs in the frame.
Torres moves. The throw is into center field. That'll be an error on the catcher Farwell. And another run for the Sasquatch. Scratches across. It's 3-0.
Justin, last night we talked about the announcers jinx and how we're going to jinx some things, but we're also going to get some things right. I think we can put that in the column. First pitch, he's going. The throw is errant. They manufacture a run. I'm going to give myself a little credit for that.
You can give yourself a little credit for that. We'll get things right from time to time here up in the booth, and that one certainly was right. This pitch to Aragon is a strike. That evens up the count, 1-1. Dom Torres stole second base. He advances to third on the error. And it is a 2-1 count to Aragon. That one right there at the knees for strike 2. It's 2-2.
A lot of 2s on the board here, Justin.
A lot of 2s on the board. That one's outside. Count will go full. Where I'm from, we call that deuces wild. I don't know about New Jersey.
I've heard it before.
Okay, all right. Not deuces wild anymore. 3-2, 2 outs with a runner on third. Teets gets his pitch. He's set. Now the payoff. In play, out to the shortstop Taylor. He collects it over to first. And out at first base is Aragon. 6-3 will end the inning, but not before the Sasquatch tacks on another run. It's 3-0 in Spearfish. The fourth is on the way next.
I wanna shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on, and she loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind.
Hey, nice try.
Yeah, it blows my mind. She's my lover.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Back to the top of the fourth inning. J.J. Manuel comes on for his fourth inning of work.
What he's done a great job of is mixing those pitches. Again, the slider has brilliant feel. The fastball, he's been able to paint all 4 quadrants of the strike zone. He's diversifying his pitch types. A whole lot to like. And my favorite part of the outing, filling the strike zone very efficiently.
Yes. In the strike zone early and often is J.J. Manuel. He will face, this is the catcher, Ty Farwell, and the first pitch is a ball. Farwell struck out swinging back in the first inning. That one is down, ball 2.
We expect pitchers to generally go around 80 pitches. So far, J.J. Manuel at 43 in the fourth, so great pace so far.
Feeling good to get deep into this ball game. Big swing and a miss from Farwell for strike number 1. The count is 2-1. Manuel back on the mound. That one is outside. 3-1. Is this the first 3-ball count for J.J. Manuel? That's what I've got in my book.
I think so too.
Yeah. One doesn't come to mind. The 3-1 is a foul ball. And we're full.
3-1, fastball count. One of the better hitters in the Zap lineup up to the plate. And J.J. Manuel says, here's my best fastball. See what you can do with it. Fouls it back. It's hard to hit that pitch, Justin.
It is. That was a fastball inside. Firewall got a little bit of the bat to it, but not enough. It went back to the screen. The payoff pitch from Manuel is on the way. That one fouled off into the crowd. We'll do it again. Farwell digs back in. Manuel back at it. Another one is a breaking ball put into play, taken by Moeller. The flip is to Manuel, and it is a 3-1 put out for out number 1.
Now batting for the Zap is number 24, Landon Meyer.
Out number 1 brings up the right fielder, and Landon Meyer flew out to the center fielder, Morrison, back in the first. That one skips off the glove of Ward all the way back to the top of the backstop for ball 1. Now for from Manuel. The pitch to Meyer is a strike. Good looking pitch on the outer half. What do you think that was?
I think it was a fastball.
Okay.
It was a few ticks off.
If it was a few ticks off, I thought it had a little bit of a wrinkle to it too. Maybe not. Maybe just from my vantage point. But the returning pitch, that's a ball up and away. That was a fastball for sure.
Yes, the other one could have been a sinker. Maybe a sinker's got a few less ticks of velo on it.
Changing something up here second time through. That pitch is a high fly ball out to center field, taken down by Morrison for out number 2. That will bring up the designated hitter and cleanup spot, Garen Gledhill. He grounded out on a nice play by Dominic Torres back in the second. First pitch is back to the screen, ball 1. Excuse me, that's strike 1.
That'd be some world, huh? Every foul ball counts as a ball?
That would be some world. I wouldn't like that as a pitcher, and that would never go well for me. Manuel returns. That one just below the knees for a ball.
Well, Justin, obviously that's not a real thing that could ever happen, but you know, it is interesting to think about how can hitters get an advantage back over pitching, which has just boomed in the last 10 years.
It really has. Pitching has gotten a lot better. Yeah, 2016 actually seems like about the right year. Ever since then, we've had the birth of the 100-mile-an-hour fastball, especially from starting pitchers. We talked about Jacob Mizorowski yesterday. I know you're a fan of him. He's a starting pitcher that sits around 104, which was unheard of 10 years ago. The 1-2 to Gledhill is outside, 2-2.
And Justin, just the science that has come out. There's so much data available. I know Coach Demas is a big data guy as a driveline certified hitting coach, but on the pitching side, you can look at seam shifted wake. You can look at the pressure that a pitcher puts his fingers on the ball, and that determines how it moves. I mean, there's just so much out there, and it's just not the same for hitters.
it's not, as that one kind of buzzes the tower a little bit, and another full count for J.J. Manuel here in inning number 4. No, pitchers really have a way to perfect every little detail about their windup, about their release point. And that is another swinging strikeout for J.J. Manuel. He's through 4 complete without giving up a run. We look at that one. No runs, no hits, no walks. It's another strikeout for Manuel. That's 4 on the day in 4 innings. We'll take a break, bottom of the 4th after.
For the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and fun at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort, your home for the newest games.
They say there's no guarantees in life. But who's they? And do they have Midco Internet? Now there's a guarantee. So let's go. Let's go reliable. Let's go resilient. Let's go beyond.
When you venture to spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place.
Second baseman, Malachi.
3-0 is your score here in the bottom of the 4th, and it is Malachi Lopez to dig in and lead off for your Spearfish Sasquatch. He is singled, was cut down at third base on a nice throw by the Zap second baseman, Gavin Frazier. First pitch is an off-speed pitch up and away. Ball 1.
You're going to continue to see Malachi Lopez aggressive on the base paths. 14 of 16 stolen bags in a spring season.
That's another slider outside, make it 2-0.
And why not find out how this league plays, what you can get away with as an aggressive base runner early in the season? These games count the same.
Ball in play out to the shortstop Taylor. He collects it, sends it over to the first baseman Ludvigsen, and makes the play. A 6-3 put out for out number 1 brings up the shortstop, the Sasquatch shortstop, Ben Fewer.
Justin, these games count the same, but everyone is acclimating still, so this is the time to learn your limits so you can take advantage late in the season when it gets to crunch time.
It is. It's also a good time to rally the teammates, these guys that you met 4 days ago, and you're trusted with playing a full season of baseball with. It's a good time to get the guys hyped up in the dugout. First pitch to Fewer is the fastball on the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Second pitch returns from Teets is inside.
I think Ben Fewer is the perfect 9-hitter in any lineup. You look at him, he's a guy who's scrappy, he puts bat to ball, but he also controls the strike zone extremely well. Last summer, he was a guy who had as many walks as he had strikeouts, so he's going to work long at bats, and if you can get on base in front of Maddox Morrison and maybe swipe a bag, you're probably going to come around to score more times than not.
Probably, as another pitch from Teets is in there for a strike. 1-2 is the count. Teets returns another one. That one chopped just off to the left side of third base. Foul ball. As everybody gets reset. Sun is starting to get low in the sky here in Spearfish. Another pitch is a breaking ball way outside. It's 2-2. You got to give some credit to Teets. He's made something out of his start after he struggled to get out number 1 back in the first. He's made it through 3 1/3, only giving up 3 runs. Now that is a breaking ball on the outside corner. Called for a strike. It's a backwards K. And it is out number 2.
Justin, it's funny you say that. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was actually about to say that if you didn't say it. He does deserve some credit because we were talking about there's a guy warming up with no outs in the first inning. We were talking about, look, he's got maybe 1, 2 batters, and then he's hooked. Here he is.
Here he is in the 4th, and that pitch to Morrison is outside for ball 1. Morrison with a triple and hit by pitch. Already a good day for him. Also an RBI. And he cuts that one back to the screen. Strike 1. Teets comes set. Kicks and delivers. That one is just up for a ball. Farwell tried to give it his best shot and stick the frame, but could not get the call from umpire Cam Murphy. That pitch is inside, brings the count 3-1. Teeds got a nod from his catcher and his battery mate Farwell. It's exactly where he wanted the pitch. You can see that they're trying to pitch around Morrison. That one fouled away. The count is full.
Justin, I'm interested to see how much longer the leash is for Teets. He had such a long first inning. He has settled in, but now he's up to 66 pitches on the day. You wonder if he gets this out, if he does come back out for another inning.
The payoff pitch, 2 outs, is cut back to the screen again by Morrison, and we'll do it again. That one outside, called strike 3. 2 backwards Ks in the frame for Quentin Teets, and we're through 4 complete. No runs, no hits, no walks or errors in the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 is your score. We'll be back after this on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and fun at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort, your home for the newest games.
Top of the 5th inning, due up is Ludvigsen, Melton, and Taylor. Nikita, how is JJ Manuel doing?
Phenomenally. You look at the line on the day today, he's got 4 innings pitched, but 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 4 Ks. He's thrown 59 pitches, Justin, 40 of those strikes. And oh yeah, he's faced 1 batter over the minimum. He's been just about as close as you can be to flawless.
He has been, as that fastball is up and away for a ball to the first baseman, Ludvigsen. He made it through 2 complete, seeing the minimum. Got through his first 2 outs of inning number 3 before a single came from the 9 spot in Gavin Frazier. Called strike on the outside corner, evens up the count 1-1. 1-1, same spot, same result, called strike. It's 1-2.
It's just pretty to watch. I mean, he can go backdoor with the breaking ball. He can spike in and get a whiff. He can throw the splitter low in the zone. It's J.J. Manuel's day. This is one of those days you wake up and you feel phenomenal rolling out of bed.
That splitter down in the dirt for ball 2, 2-2. Back to it is Manuel. That one in play. A high chopper to the first baseman, Moeller. He'll get to Manuel, and the 3-1 putout is in time. Out number 1 goes down Ludvigsen, brings up the third baseman, Mason Melton. He struck out back in the second. Swinging was the second strikeout victim of J.J. Manuel.
Why don't we throw in fielding his position well as another thing J.J. Manuel has done well today?
He's got a couple in there. Good PFPs. First pitch in play, a soft line drive out into right field. And that is Mason Melton with his first hit of the night. Make him 1 for 2. Cy Taylor steps in now. Taylor grounded out to Dominic Torres back in the third. Manuel's first pitch. That's a sword. Manuel quickly back in. This is a double play. And it's completed. Nice play by Crew Moeller to clean up the throw from his shortstop Fewer. The 4-6-3 double play gets J.J. Manuel through 5. 5 complete. Your score, 4.5. Your score is 3-0.
Football fans, take your sports wagering experience to the next level at BetLodge Sportsbook, the premier sports betting venue in South Dakota. Surrounded by luxury seating, our massive 42-foot seamless video wall is the largest in the area, displaying all of your favorite NFL and college football. Place your bets with our sports desk personnel or visit our easy-to-use betting kiosk 24 hours a day. The best place to touch down and catch the game is at BetLodge Sportsbook, located inside the lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
We're back. Bottom of the 5th action. The 3 you'll see, the 3 scheduled below Iandoli, Crew Moeller, and Lawson Ward. Iandoli will step in for the 3rd time tonight. He has walked. He also popped out to the shortstop. Still searching for his first hit of the night. First pitch is low for a ball.
The scoring has come a little bit differently tonight. Last night, they stacked 15 runs in 2 innings. Tonight, a little more spread out. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third.
A little bit different way to put together runs than what we saw last night, but we like a team that's got some good scoring diversity. It's a 2-0 count to Iandoli now. That one high into left field. Under it is the left fielder pitcher. He will take the can of corn and retire Ian Doley on an F7. That'll bring up Crew Moeller. Moeller steps into the box after making a nice play at first base. It's a good pick on a low throw from his shortstop in Fewer. Now he's in. He will take a ball off the outside corner. Back to it, another one. This one a little further off the outside. It's 2-0. That one inside. 3 in a row now to Crew Moeller. Dietz will take a step off the back of the mound and settle back in. The 3-0 is up. That's a 4-pitch walk for Quentin Dietz. Excuse me. Now up is Lawson Ward, the designated hitter. He's walked twice today.
Looks like someone is stretching and getting loose. That's Austin Aroka in the Zap bullpen.
First pitch to Lawson is down low for a ball.
But on the other side, there's a left-hander getting up. Believe it is Coulter Wilson. That lefty lane, we talked about it.
We did.
Expect him to come in for at least some of that stretch.
Lawson Ward puts one into play, and he's got his first hit as a Sasquatch. Just a ground ball that had eyes on it between the shortstop and third base. That'll move Moeller to second base. And now with 2 on and 1 out, Carter Towns steps into the box.
Feels like Carter Towns had a lot of opportunities with runners on today.
He has. Looking for a big hit. Knock a couple more runs in. Moeller with a good aggressive lead off of second base. Dietz looking at him. He'll kick and fire. That one down in the dirt in the right-handed batter's box. That's ball 1. Pick off, not in time. It's a good looking play, but Moeller sneaks a hand in. Base umpire Rolo Wallace all over that one. The 1-0. High back out of play. That's foul ball, strike 1.
Austin Aroka is now fully warming up, throwing pitches. Before, he was just stretching and getting loose. I think Dietz has a couple more batters. He's up at 79 pitches now. Maybe he'll get Towns and then possibly Torres after.
Another pickoff back to second base, not in time. And Crew Moeller is officially living rent-free in the mind of Quinn Dietz. The 1-1 to Towns is fouled to the screen. It's 1-2. The 1-2, Towns looking for his first hit of the night. Is back behind him. Throwing behind. Got Lawson Ward at second base.
The close play there. Interesting that he elected to throw behind the runner. Throw behind the play, excuse me, go to second instead of third.
So Moeller moves to third on the wild pitch. Lawson Ward Again, cut down at second base. That would be the second out of the inning.
Again, that's the aggressive base running that we've talked about. I think that matches stylistically with the way that Coach Demos wants to coach. Let the guys play. Let them do their thing. Let them learn from mistakes. Frankly, that's not a mistake right there. That's just following the runner they happen to throw behind him. And it's still a bang-bang play.
The 2-2 to Carter Towns has launched out to right field. And it's out of here. Carter Towns with the first Sasquatch home run of the 2026 Independence League baseball season.
That was a thunderous swing right there. Yesterday on the broadcast, we said Carter Towns, smaller guy at 5'8", but he can swing it with pop. He had a slug over 800 this season in collegiate play. He turned and burned. Justin, there was no doubt at all about whether or not that ball was leaving. It was just about, was it going to hit one of those buildings out there?
It was launched for sure. Had plenty of the launch angle and enough exit velocity to get out in plenty of room over the Nelson Chiropractic sign out in right field. We'll see a pitching change. Quinn Teets is getting hooked here in the bottom of the fifth. 5-0 Sasquatch will be back after this.
They say there's no guarantees in life. But who's they? And do they have Midco Internet? Now there's a guarantee. So let's go. Let's go reliable. Let's go resilient. Let's go beyond.
Football fans, take your sports wagering experience to the next level at BetLodge Sportsbook, the premier sports betting venue in South Dakota. Surrounded by luxury seating, our massive 42-foot seamless video wall is the largest in the area, displaying all of your favorite NFL and college football. Place your bets with our sports desk personnel or visit our easy-to-use betting kiosk 24 hours a day. The best place to touch down and catch the game is at BetLodge Sportsbook, located inside the lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
Pitching change here on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network. It is Austin Arocha who will take over for Quinn Teets. Can we get a final line on Quinn Teets?
We certainly can. He finishes the day, 4.2 innings, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, 6 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. A rude exit as Carter Towns absolutely barreled one.
Sent him packing for sure with a man's home run out to right field. Let's look at Austin Arocha. A native of Shawnee, Kansas, this spring posted a 7.47 ERA, took 1 loss, no wins, 15.2 innings pitched, 9 walks to 9 strikeouts. His whip stands at 2.17. That is 2 base runners per inning. His opponent batting average is .347. The first man to meet him is Dominic Torres, who is searching for his first hit of the evening. First pitch from Arocha is inside, ball 1.
This is a guy who's pitched in this ballpark before. One of the many returners on this Zap pitching staff.
The 1-0 is Athens, 1-1. Arocha sets and fires. Torres puts that one high up in the air. Out to the right fielder and Frazier, who retires Torres. Through 5 after a big home run from Carter Towns. Your score is 5-0. We'll be back. The 6th is after this on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network.
One goal is to educate you. Did you know that this is how the payment processing industry works? There's a cost from the card brands nobody can change. There's junk fees that sound like they fit. Having a custom fit solution is another reason people move to Chip. Visit chip.cc and book an appointment.
Knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care. Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
We're back. Top of the 6th action. We will see pitcher Frazier and DiCarlo from the Oahe Zap. J.J. Manuel returns for his 6th inning of work. Still cruising up there is our starter, Manuel.
Justin, if I was a betting man, I would bank on J.J. Manuel facing the next 3 hitters and then being pulled. You look out in the bullpen, who we believe to be Coulter Wilson. We haven't been able to get a number, but it certainly looks like him throwing with the left hand. He'll get the next 3 batters because after DiCarlo, it is that 4-hitter lefty lane that we talked about on the top of today's broadcast. He's standing out there ready and waiting. He's been throwing for a little while, so once these next 3 batters are done, it also line up with Manuel who's thrown 67 pitches. Expect to see the left-hander.
Stepping in is Ethan Pitcher. He'll put the first pitch he sees in play, running it down. Not it. Got him! What a play from the second baseman in Lopez. Ranging out to his right. Made the stop, turned, and had enough on it to Crew Moeller, who cleaned it up at first base for an out.
We've seen a few web gems in the middle infield thus far this season. Moeller and Lopez, they switched spots. He had a nice play at second last night. Tonight, Lopez flashing the leather.
It is, and now digging into the right-handed batter's box is Gavin Frazier. He's got the only Zap hit here tonight. Excuse me, that's not the only Zap hit. There are 2 singles. Mason Melton had one as well back last inning. He was the first in the hit column, and he's got a 1-1 count right now from J.J. Manuel.
Justin, going back to our talk about how pitching has improved so much and hitting has, really become more difficult, I think an underrated aspect of that fact is how good of athletes these defenders are. It's just harder to find green grass because in the infield and in the outfield, guys cover more ground. They know where to play more than they used to.
They do. There's so much more advanced scouting these days. You know your opponent very well by the time you see him. And now with the 2-2 count, Manuel fires. That one, just a slow chopper out to Manuel. He'll pick it up, bobble it, and that will be what I would assume to be an infield single, as that's a tough play by Manuel. We'll see how it's scored.
Now batting for the South, number 5, center fielder Dominic DiCarlo.
Yeah, it looks harder. It is harder than it looks. You come off the mound, you just finish a pitch, his momentum is going away from where that ball is hit, and he's got to quickly come on in. I do believe it is ruled an error.
It is. So we'll give E1. That is how Gavin Frazier reaches, and now Dominic DiCarlo is at the plate. He'll see a ball down. Takes a look at the runner Frazier. Now comes set. And the pitch. That's up for another ball. 2 balls. No strikes to the center fielder, DiCarlo. He is 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to third base, is also flown out. to right field. Pickoff. Good strong move, but Frazier back in plenty of time.
I'd love to see the numbers. Unfortunately, we don't have it in front of us. Looking up at the board and seeing a 2-0 count is 4 in today. It feels like J.J. Manuel has got ahead of at least 75% of the hitters he's faced.
It does. That one put in play. Nice play by the shortstop. Fewer to get the fielder's choice at second base. No throw over to first. Would not have been in time. But a nice fielder's choice to get out number 2 on the board.
Just another web gem. Keeping it up the middle. That's where your strongest defenders generally are. They're showing it off. These are some great athletes at all positions on the diamond.
Yeah, it is. And just like you said, 3 hitters, and J.J. Manuel will see his day come to an end here. We'll take a break, and we'll talk about J.J.'s day and introduce you to the new pitcher after this.
Shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. And she loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind.
Hey, nice try.
Yeah, it blows my mind. She's my lover.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
Back to the Spearfish Sasquatch Network. Let's take a look at J.J. Manuel's day.
Yeah, the final line is 5.2 innings. No runs, 2 hits, no walks, 4 Ks, 76 pitches, 51 of those for strikes. I don't know what the exact percentage is there, but it's what you want. He was filling up the strike zone. He threw 3 different pitches with accuracy, with command. He didn't just throw them in the strike zone. He threw them where he wanted them to be. Every pitch was with intent and conviction. It was about as good of an outing as you could ask for.
It was. He will be responsible for the runner at first into Carlo, but taking his place, the first reliever out of the pen, is number 19, Coulter Wilson, a left-handed pitcher from Billings, Montana. Got limited time on the mound this spring. The first hitter he will face is Ty Farwell, who is 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a ground out to the first baseman.
And Justin, it was indeed those 3 hitters who Manuel got, and now Wilson will get the string of 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the order, all lefties. We've talked about it a few times today. This was always Wilson's lane.
That pitch firmly in the strike zone will even up the count, 1-1.
You can see it's a funky release. That's another thing which is going to make it harder on the left-handers.
It is. That's high up in the sky. The wind is going to push it a little bit. Under it is the second baseman. And Lopez will take it to retire the side. Just 3 pitches for the pitcher Wilson, but he gets out of the inning cleanly. 5-0 is your score through 5.5. We'll be back. Your Sasquatch back at the plate after this.
The goal is to educate you. Did you know that this is how the payment processing industry works? There's a cost from the card brands nobody can change. There's junk fees that sound like they fit. Having a custom fit solution is another reason people move to Chip. Visit chip.cc and book an appointment.
They say there's no guarantees in life. But who's they? And do they have Midco Internet? Now there's a guarantee. So let's go. Let's go reliable. Let's go resilient. Let's go beyond.
Bottom of the 6th, due up for your Spearfish Sasquatch is the bottom third of the order. It'll be Aragon, Lopez, and Fewer. Aragon back leading off another inning. He's already led off one. He was first up in the second. And I want to say he led off like 4 innings last night.
Yeah, Justin, I don't know what it is. You move a spot down in the order, but
it still follows you.
Death Taxes and Kendrick Aragon leading off innings for the Sasquatch.
And it's the 3 things here in Spearfish this week. Aragon will face Austin Arocha, who's back out after completing the inning in the 5th. He's back out for his first full inning of work here in the 6th. First pitch, outside corner from Arocha for strike 1.
Another guy who's a little herky-jerky. Side arm slot. That slider's going to move a whole lot to the right-handers. It looks like it's starting behind them.
Arocha with another one. That one put in play high out to center field. Giving it chase is DeCarlo, and he will come down with the baseball. Fly an F8 will record out number 1. That'll bring up the second baseman. It is Malachi Lopez.
Talked about how Ben Fewer is perfect in the 9-hole. These two back-to-back, that's where you want to be.
It is. Malachi Lopez had a great year. You'd mentioned it earlier here in the game. He had a great year for his college squad. He'll see a pitch up for ball 1.
Because, Justin, you've got your thumpers at the top of the lineup, but at the bottom, you like to have some batted balls, guys who can get on base so those guys ahead of them can do damage.
Also guys with some speed right over the third base bag. That's a fair ball. Lopez, he's off to the races. He will jog into second base. A stand-up double for the second baseman, Malachi Lopez.
Breaking ball got too much of the plate. Put a good swing on it. Ripped it down that line. Made contact with the ball out in front. And again, with that speed, Justin, there was no question. He was always getting to second.
Yes, of course. That was an easy turn for Gonzo down there coaching first base. Ben Fewer steps in now for his third at-bat. He's got a single and a strikeout, and he swings at one low in the dirt.
And with them holding on Lopez at second because he is a threat to run with his speed, Ben Fewer, a guy who handles the bat really well, I think he's going to try to knock one through the right side here.
That one fouled back off the backstop. It's an early 0-2 count for Ben Fewer. The 0-2 for Marocha is just low. That'll be a ball.
It's a great take. Tracked up all the entire way.
That is a great take. Saw it down from the beginning.
Especially on 0-2 when you feel like you need to defend. You're more likely to swing. To leave that, spit on it, didn't even look like he was interested.
Knows the strike zone well. The 1-2 pitch from Marocha is on the way. That one down in the dirt, blocked by Farwell. Lopez had nowhere to go. Count is even here, 2-2. Still just one out. Rocha deals again. That one inside, and we're full.
That plate discipline. We talked about it, Justin. This is a guy who strikes out as much as he walks, the sign of a guy who controls the strike zone, makes good swing decisions, able to make contact in battle. Again, it's exactly what you want in a 9-hitter. He just shows that skill set time and time again.
He does. The payoff pitch is in play out to right field. Having to run back on it, and he's burned. Meyer out in right field got burned. Now the play at the plate is spiked by the second baseman in Frazier. Lopez scores easily. He had to hold at second base for a long time looking for the tag, but he comes around to score. It'll be an RBI double for Ben Fewer.
Ben Fewer has a knack for driving in runs. Again, high average, high contact guys, you want them up with runners on base and runners in scoring position. Maybe a little bit of an aid there by the wind, as Meyer thought that ball wasn't struck quite as well as it really was, but Ben Fewer, he just knows how to hit.
Now he's in scoring position with Maddox Morrison, who puts one in play. And Morrison will be out on the 4-1 putout as Arocha fields his position well. 2 outs in the inning, though, with Ben Fewer on third base.
Now batting for your Sasquatch from Regis University, Bowie
and Doley back up. Still looking for his first hit, a walk. Pop out on a fly out through his first 3 at-bats. Squared to bunt, nothing doing as that pitch was inside. Rocha sets. Never looked at Fewer. Now this one in play. Iandoli, a soft fly ball out to right field is caught, and the inning comes to a close. But not before the Sasquatch tack on another run. It's 6-0 here through 6 complete. The 7th is on the way now.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and fun at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort, your home for the newest games.
Back here in the top of the 7th. Due up for the Oahe Zap. It is the left fielder Landon Meyer. He'll be followed by Garen Gledhill and Quinn Ludvigsen. Back out is the lefty in Coulter Wilson. Back to face a couple more lefties here in this Zap lineup.
Yeah, this is that lefty lane. I will say, though, a right-hander is standing in the on-deck circle, handling a bat.
That he is. That is number 14, Briggs Richards. He caught last night on the bench here tonight, looking like he might pinch hit here in the 7th. He would take the place of Garen Gledhill, who is the designated hitter. Now digging in is Meyer. He is 0 for 2, flown out to center twice in the 1st and the 4th. Wilson sets for his first pitch of the inning. Fastball fouled back to the screen, strike 1.
It really is a deceptive arm angle. He does a good job of hiding the baseball. That elbow, that right elbow with the glove, does a good job. It comes up. It's sort of an awkward arm slot, but different is good with pitchers.
It is. Now a high pop up to the shortstop Fewer. The wind taking it a little bit, but he will handle it well. P6 for out number 1. And now the pinch hitter will be made official. It is Richards.
When you look at the best pitchers in the game, they're not cookie cutter. They have something which stands out about them, whether it's a fastball with more rise than anyone else in the league, or you look at a guy like Trey Savage, an arm slot which is 20 degrees higher than anybody else in the league. Coulter Wilson has that. He has that unique quirk. It's what helps, one of the big things which helps him be such an effective pitcher.
Richards digs in for his first at-bat of the night. He'll see a fastball outside. The 1-0 from Wilson is put in play by Richards. A chopping ground ball out to the shortstop Fewer. He's across the diamond, and the 6-3 putout retires the pinch hitter Richards. 2 outs now. Brings up another lefty. This is Quinn Ludvigsen.
I could watch Ben Fewer take grounders at shortstop all day long. He just makes it look so pretty.
It's smooth, that's for sure.
We saw that sliding play in the hole last inning, 2 innings ago, recently regardless. And then the routine stuff, it looks easy with him.
Everything's smooth out there at shortstop for Ben Fewer. Wilson now delivers to Ludvigsen, a fastball high, 4-1.
This is a quick inning, so kids line up by the first base dugout to run the bases with Sampson during our 7th inning stretch.
Wilson now kicks and fires. That one down in the dirt, low, ball 2. Now a called strike. Gets Wilson back into the strike zone. 2-1 is the count.
I've really liked the at-bats Ludvigsen has taken in the first 2 games of the series.
He is he's one of the more standout hitters of this SAP lineup. As another one is fouled back. And it is 2-2. Aragon is going to get a minute here.
So you want to be a catcher? You're going to take a beating back there.
You are.
It's why when you look at the numbers, catchers are usually the weakest hitting position on the diamond, and it makes mashers who play the position all the more impressive.
Even more.
Every single day you're going to take a backswing. You're going to take foul balls. You're crouching for 9 innings.
The 2-2 is put in play. It's a soft pop-up out to the shortstop Fewer, and 2 pop-ups to Fewer help to retire the side. It's a 7th inning stretch in Spearfish. We'll take a break. Your Sasquatch return to the plate after this.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
And we're back. 6-0 your score as we approach the bottom of the 7th inning. The kids have just run the bases with Samson the Sasquatch, which they do.
during every 7th inning stretch here at Black Hills Energy Sports Complex. We've got a new pitcher on the mound. This is a lefty.
Yeah, this will be Brady Glenn. Justin, a seasoned peer veteran. Glenn has been with the team since 2023. He's coming back for another summer.
Glenn is a graduate student from Willows, California. Posted a 5.21 ERA through 27 2/3 innings here this spring. His record sits at 2-3. 10 walks to 19 strikeouts, a 1.74 whip, and a .325 opponent batting average. He will face 3, 4, and 5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Crew Moeller steps in and sees ball 1.
No sorts of relief here.
None at all. As he is trusted with facing the meat of this Sasquatch order. Down low, another ball. It's 2-0.
Now, Justin, here's something that I wonder. Does Coach Dimas want to get Waitley Kolopek in this game? Because he came on yesterday through literally one pitch.
It's about the easiest win you could ever get as a pitcher. And that's ball 3, and Glenn didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it was the one pitch. Lawson Ward with the back pick. He was done.
Yeah, didn't even retire. Didn't even get an out by himself. Strike on the outside corner. It's 3-1.
I do see 2 pitchers standing out there in the Sasquatch bullpen. I think one of them may be Waitley, but we're a little too far out to tell for sure.
Yeah, and they're just standing there, and they're not doing anything. Ball 4 outside. It is a walk for Crew Moeller. Lawson Ward back up. He is 1 for 1 on the day. A single and 2 walks.
Another note to consider, Justin. If they score 4 runs, there won't be another pitcher.
That one up the gut is an out at second base, but the turn is not in time. It is a fielder's choice. 4-6 for out number 1.
Now batting for the Sasquatch from Kansas City, Kansas Community College, Carter Town.
Carter Town's back up. He went long in his last plate appearance. Sent one out over the right field wall with plenty of room to spare. Now he puts the first pitch he sees in play. It's a hot shot at the second baseman. Now the double play is there. That one goes 4-6-3, the double play in time, and the Sasquatch are retired. They go down 1-2-3, no walks. Excuse me, 1 walk, no hits, no errors. No men left on base. And it's a 6-run lead for the Sasquatch. We'll be back after this on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
One.
Top of the 8th here in Spearfish. And Coulter Wilson returns to the mound for another inning of work. He will face 6, 7, and 8 through the Zap order. It is Mason Melton, Cy Taylor, and Ethan Pitcher.
Sun is getting pretty close to going down here in Spearfish. The lights are on at the Black Hills Energy Sports Complex.
Really, it was already beautiful when we started. I thought maybe there was going to be a bunch of wind. It's forecasted. Nothing. This is a perfect.
No, it's calmed off a little bit. The flag out in left field moving. Clouds have rolled in. It's pretty overcast here, but still a beautiful night at the ballpark. Mason Melton in for another plate appearance. First pitch he sees is away for ball one.
Again, still nobody really doing anything in the Sasquatch bullpen. They're just hanging out.
They're just hanging out, getting some air out there. That one inside, ball two.
With where Wilson releases the ball, any pitch that comes inside on a right-hander really exacerbates the effect.
It does. That one firmly in the zone for a strike. Two one is your count to Melton. That one in play. Out to right field, taken easily by Ian Doley. Just about on a line. We'll give him a line. Line out to the right fielder for out number one. And stepping in is Cy Taylor.
So an L9, no F9 in the book?
Nope, it's an L9. We'll give it to him. He hit it pretty hard.
There haven't been a ton of hard hit balls today. Spearfish pitching staff working on a two-hitter right now.
Yeah.
And no walks to go with it.
Yeah. Just 3 base runners, 2 singles, and an error for the Spearfish defense. First pitch to Taylor is a ball. Hard hit out to the third baseman Torres. He will collect it and throw it across the diamond. 5-3 for out number 2, bringing up Ethan Pitcher. Torres has cleaned it up out there over in the hot corner today. We've seen good defense all around the infield.
Yeah, a lot of athletes. These guys can all play in multiple positions on the diamond.
We'll see that for Moeller tomorrow as he takes the mound as the starter. First pitch, away, ball one.
Yeah, and with Crew Moeller on the mound, get ready for some more high heat. It's going to be a warm day, 11:05 a.m. start time. There's going to be heat in the air and on the mound.
Speaking of that 11:05 start time, tomorrow is Kids Day at the Black Hills Energy Sports Complex. We will have 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders from all around Spearfish in attendance. We expect it to be a full day. That ball high in the sky. Coming in on it is Ian Doley, and he will make the play. The side is retired in the top of the 8th. Still scoreless as the Oahe zap. 6-0 is your score. We'll be back after this. Back here to the bottom of the 8th. It is another new pitcher
out on the mound for the Oahe Zap. We saw him yesterday. This is Anthony Budmeyer.
Yeah, Budmeyer was part of that 7th inning shellacking. Didn't record an out, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk allowed in that 7th. He just came in to try to stop the bleeding, but the momentum had already started rolling.
Mentioned it last night, Budmeyer is a Bellefouche, South Dakota native, just 12 miles up the road here from Spearfish. A couple of South Dakota kids on this Oahe pitching staff. Ridge Leimbach is from Pierce, South Dakota. A couple of kids from Rapid City as well. Throw down from Farwell. And we're ready to go. First up in the bottom of the 8th is Dom Torres. 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a fielder's choice. Looking for his first hit of the evening. Budmeyer comes set. He'll kick and fire. First pitch is a breaking ball off the outer half. It's ball 1. Up for ball 2. Torres in a hitter's count here.
The hits have been sprinkled around pretty well. 6 of the 9 batters in Spearfish order have recorded a knock.
Torres sees fastball at the knees for strike 1.
And that tracks. A lot of good at-bats. Bo Iandoli, he doesn't have a hit, but he's drawn a walk, so that's 7 of the 9 have reached base. It's been a very all-around performance.
That one back for ball 3. Budmeyer at risk of a leadoff walk here.
And you know what happens then?
They score 100% of the time. That one high, back to the screen for ball. It is a 5-pitch walk to Dominic Torres. Now up is Kendrick Aragon. Here comes the money. So we hear his walk-up song.
Love it. I don't think I've heard that as a walk-up song before, but it's great.
I'm a fan. Looking through this roster and all their walk-up songs last week, I was really impressed. I was really, really impressed with the picks. First pitch to Aragon is high. We've talked about it already. Lawson Ward with God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash. That's a classic from the Midwest. You have to back it up, though. That's one of those that you have to be good in order to pick it. It's a fastball top of the zone to Aragon, 1-1's the count.
And Justin, there's something like there's truly nothing like a good walkout song, good warm-up song for a reliever. I mean, Enter Sandman comes to mind. Last week we were talking about Yohan Duran's walkout entrance.
That one is high to the screen. It'll be an easy stolen bag for Torres.
What's new? Already number 3 on the year for him.
Yep. Got them all. He's got 2 here in the game today.
But I mean, another one, of course, would be remiss not to mention Edwin Diaz.
Yeah, of course not.
The walkout light show.
Yeah. He really was the first one of like big time production closer walkouts. Kendrick fouls one back to the screen. Of course, you're never going to let me forget about Mariano Rivera and Enter Sandman. But, you know, that wasn't a big production. That's just, you know.
No, he was the production.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, again, he was the production. That was just Enter Sandman, a great song to walk out to. No light show. Light show is something of the last 5 years. Torres takes off for third. He's going to get it easy. That's another one.
I love it.
Me too. Never satisfied. No matter what the lead is. Going to move as quickly as he can into scoring position.
Aragon with a runner at third and a full count. The payoff pitch from Budmeyer is fouled, and we'll do it again.
But, Justin, now that we're talking about it, it is harder to find some of the more iconic hitter walk-up songs.
It is. They're not as big of a production because it happens so many times throughout.
That's true.
Throughout a game, where the closer walks out, it's a big deal. You want to get your fans pumped. That is a curveball in the zone for strike 3.
That was filthy.
That was. Looking K sends Aragon back to the dugout, and now up, it is Malachi Lopez.
He snapped off the old Uncle Charlie. It starts out at the helmet, of Aragon. Your first reaction is not to swing when you see a ball coming there.
Yeah, of course. Talk about another good replay song, or walk-up song, That's Pond to Replay by Rihanna.
Yeah.
That one feels good in the summertime. Nice warm night. It's a 1-0 count to Lopez. Big swing and a miss. We're even, one apiece. There's one, I don't remember off the top of my head who it is, but somebody on this roster has Rock With Me. Oh, that is launched out to left field. Is it going to get there? No. It is taken in by the left fielder and pitcher, but it is a sac fly. I thought he had that hit quite a bit harder than what it turned out to be. I think the wind might have cut it down.
I see what you did there. Yeah, just off the end of the bat a little bit, I guess, because, when it hits off the end of the bat, it makes that nice loud noise, but it is a little deceiving. He did a good job. He pulled the fly ball in the air, caught it out in front, but, yeah, just not quite the juice on it.
Not quite, but he'll get the RBI anyway. And now up is Ben Fuhr. He is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a strikeout on the day. He'll see a pitch in the zone, now a pitch out of the zone, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 from Budmeyer is at the knees for strike 2.
That run entirely created by Dom Torres' legs.
It was. A walk, 2 stolen bags, and a sac fly into home. Deuces are wild here in the bottom of the 8th. The 2-2 count with 2 outs. Empty bags for Ben Fuhr.
Well, they say that speed kills.
Speed does kill. It hurts a lot. And that's high for ball 3.
A breaking ball that misses, maybe by like 6 inches?
No,
he doesn't flinch.
Yeah.
He doesn't flinch in the slightest.
Fuhr had it all the way. And now another payoff pitch. That's outside. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Anthony Budmeyer, and it turns over the order to Maddox Morrison. Coach DeMoss is going to call an offensive conference here and talk to his guy.
I want to go back to the importance of speed and base running. We talked about it on yesterday's broadcast, but Sasquatch were money when it came to stealing bags. Succeeding at nearly a 90% clip. The power is there. We already saw the first long ball of the season, but it's those little things. It's the smaller edges you can get on the base paths. There's so much speed on this team. I think they should continue to run wild because it's going to help them more than it hurts.
Fuhr is going to see a pickoff move as Budmeyer is going to look him back. Morrison digs in to see the first pitch of this at bat. It is a fastball away, ball 1. Fewer had a very aggressive secondary lead there.
Everyone's hunting the stolen base.
Yeah, he was a good 30 feet off the bag, which I suppose is where you want to be. That one, breaking ball inside, just missed Morrison. It's a 2-0 count. Big swing and a miss by Morrison. It's a foul tip. And the count goes 2-1.
Looking over at that lead at first, something interesting. Seems like Fewer, instead of having that hip square to second base, he's opening up a little bit, starting that stance just a little earlier.
He is pretty open over there as Morrison puts this one into play out to second base. Corralled by the second baseman in Frazier and over to first base to retire the side. 7-0 is your score, and the Spearfish Sasquatch look to close their second win of the season when we return. Back here in the top of the ninth, returning to the mound for another inning of work is Coulter Wilson.
Looking to get the final 3 outs here. He's done a good job. Sasquatch looking to put the finishing touches on a no-walker. We talk about no-hitters all the time. I think we need to give more love to the games with no free passes.
I agree. Free passes hurt a pitching staff so much. I mean, let's talk about it. In the bottom of the 8th, the Sasquatch scratched across a run with no hits. It was a walk, 2 stolen bags, and a sacrifice fly. You don't need a hit to score runs in this game. You just need base runners. And when you give up free base runners, that can kill you real easy.
Especially with the fact that hitting a baseball is far and away the hardest thing to do in sports.
It is. I agree 100%. I could never do it, that's for sure. The first pitch that Frazier sees, he'll put it into play, and it's a 6-3 put out easy for out number 1. That'll turn over the lineup. It is Dominic DiCarlo who returns. He's 0 for 3. A ground out, a fly out, and a fielder's choice back in the 6th.
So, Justin, with 27 batters faced, 2 off of the minimum are the Sasquatch right now.
Yeah. They have done well to only allow 3 base runners throughout the entire game, and that is currently 8 zeros that sit on the scoreboard. Big swing and a miss. The count is 1-1 to the center fielder.
Also, one of those 3 base runners was erased immediately on a double play.
It was, and that's why we're sitting still only 2 above the minimum.
Yeah, that's how you get to a point. 2 hours and 15 minutes into the game. There's 2 outs to go.
It's been a quick one. It's a quick Tuesday night of baseball. We will come back, finish this 3-game series tomorrow. Again, Kids Day. It's an 11:05 start time. We'll be live around 10:30 a.m. That one out to the parking lot. It's 2-2. After this series wraps up with the Zap, the Squatch are on the road. It's a two-series road trip. It is 2 in Casper and then 3 in Pierre, followed by 7 days off in a row.
No better way to get to know the guys in the locker room than a road trip.
Yeah, I agree. Got some bus time coming up on Thursday. It's a full count now. The payoff pitch is outside. It's a walk.
Announcer's jinx?
Yep. That's all you can tack that one up to. Made it 8 full frames, 8 1/3 without a walk. Couple of full counts with J.J. Manuel, but Coulter Wilson gives up a walk in the 9th. It's another base runner for the Zap. Now at the plate is Ty Farwell, 0 for 3. First pitch on the inside black for strike 1. That's a good-looking fastball right on the edge of the plate.
Here's the thing to consider, Justin. He's just setting up the matchup with the lefty for the game-ending double play.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. That ball is back out of play for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is on the way from Wilson. He looks in. Gets the pitch that he wants. He'll take a peek at DeCarlo. Now back in to Farwell. That one is out of play as well. We'll do it again. Just behind the the third base dugout. Did that one go? And now Farwell digs back in. Ball in play out into the left center gap. Chasing it down is the left fielder Towns. He reels it in, and that is out number 2. Last chance for the Oahe Zap is Landon Meyer. Coulter Wilson comes set, looking at DeCarlo again. He'll kick and fire. That one high to the catcher Farwell.
So with the extended trip through the order, gets another crack at this lefty lane. The bullpen appreciates it. Of course, still a little bit short-handed, Justin. So to get J.J. Manuel to cruise through 5 2/3 and then Coulter Wilson bridging the gap, to get 2 pitchers to get you through 9, it's so valuable for a team.
It is valuable, and I'll have to correct myself. This is not Farwell at the plate. This is Landon Meyer. He sees the strike. It's 2-1 now to the Oahe right fielder. The 2-1 is put in play. Out to the shortstop in Lopez. He'll flip it over to first base. And the 4-3 putout retires the side. The Sasquatch shut out the Oahe Zap. 7-0 to improve to 2-0 on the year. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Your post game is next on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network.
You'll have 24/7 access to all of your belongings.
Spearfish Sasquatch Network post-game show. Again, your final score 7-0 as the Sasquatch shut out the Oahe Zap. I'm pleased to be joined by Matthew Gonzalez, first base coach and assistant to head coach Phil Demas. First question, JJ Manuel, first start of the year. What do you like to see from him today?
It was awesome. I got to see him play all year. Another guy that was in my conference, so he pitched against us multiple times throughout the year, and I knew he was a competitor, and I know he's pretty dang good. And I told him, just like the yesterday, you go get have a lot of success. And that's exactly what he did. He established himself pretty much whenever he wanted to, and really just kept him off balance all day. It was really fun to see.
Yeah, it was fun to watch up here from the booth. Let's transition from JJ now to the rest of the team. I talked to Coach Demas earlier in the day. He talked about how the vibes were good after last night's win. Everybody seemed to was starting to gel together. Now another big win. Did you see any difference in the dugout from the guys?
Just a calmness, just boys knowing that they've played this game their entire lives, and the game doesn't change. They just get to grow up and play it, and it's really cool to see how calm they can be and not press and not feel like they need to do this and do that. They just get to come here and enjoy the game, and that's kind of what it's for everybody.
Yeah, and now looking forward to, I know we've got one more game tomorrow, but then we're on the road to Casper on Thursday. Is there anything different with the team getting ready for a road trip than just a regular homestand?
Not particularly. I'm a big fan of the road trips. I think it's a great time for the guys to be on a bus together for a long period of time, be in hotel rooms, really get to know each other and build the bond that they're going to have for a long time. It's a really special group that I think can do a lot of great things this year, and this road trip will be kind of the first little taste tester of how well they're able to gel and have as much success as they can on the road.
Great. Well, thank you for joining me, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank
A
you.
good win tonight.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with some numbers after this on the Spearfish Sasquatch Network postgame show. Thanks, Coach. Thank you. Let's for this. Again, back to another interview here post-game. Your score, again, 7-0 as the Spearfish Sasquatch shut out the Oahe Zap. I'm joined by pitching coach Brian McBroom. Thank you for joining me, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about JJ Manuel. He's tonight's player of the game. He pitched well. What did you see from him that you liked tonight?
Yeah, well, he got ahead consistently, landed the breaking ball. It really felt like he had every single pitch working. And it was just consistent inning by inning by inning. He's a dog, and that's just kind of I'm just getting to know these guys, and you love to see that out of a guy, and it's not something you can really teach. So he has it, and it's something that I'm really excited to see all summer.
Yeah, JJ put together a nice start. Then we move on to the bullpen with Coulter Wilson. It was a good place to put him in. You put him in against 4 lefties in a row. What do you see from him tonight?
And it's the same thing where it's like I would love to see those two work together all summer, and he was really land that fastball, continue to work on the secondary. And I really think he could get consistently better over the summer, and I'm also excited to see what he can do.
It was a good 1-2 punch, and it certainly worked well tonight. No runs, just 2 hits and a walk on the night. Finally, what can we expect tomorrow in the series finale with the Zap?
Consistency. I really think that we stay in the zone, we consistently get ahead, we land our secondary. It's going to be another showing like we had tonight.
Great. Well, thank you for joining me, Coach. We'll move on. We've got a couple more interviews to wrap up here tonight. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with the Spearfish Sasquatch postgame show after this. Back again with another interview. This is the starting pitcher, J.J. Manuel. J.J., thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's a great start tonight. Feels good to get the first one of the year done. What do you do today to get ready for this?
I meditated in the outfield a little bit before, kind of laid out and just relaxed the body, make sure I was good. Started my catch play. Everything felt like it was coming out really, really good today. Went to the bullpen. McBroom was helping me in the bullpen. He was gave me a little pregame talk and went out there today and just gave it my best, and that's what I did.
How is it adjusting? You know, you're a SoCal kid. How is it adjusting to pitching in the Midwest, pitching in Spearfish? You have to feel anything different?
No, it wasn't really different. I feel like the weather was great tonight. It was just a good day overall. I felt like my stuff was on, and that's what helped me today.
Great. I know that you're a two-way guy. How do you deal with, you know, pitching and then getting in the lineup, getting at bats?
A lot of recovery after I pitch for sure. Usually a day rest and then stretch out the body the next day and get ready to get after it on the hitting side for sure.
Great. Well, thanks for joining me. Go get rested, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you for having me.
We'll switch over. All right, back, joined by head coach Phil Demas. Thank you for joining me tonight, Coach.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Now, got our first 2 home games of the year through. Felt good through all of them. What's something that stood out to you through the first 2 games that can help the team to move forward?
You know, we actually talked about this today after briefly, is just consistency. You know, this team so far, you'll see that as soon as we get ahead, we kind of die down a little bit instead of just finishing. And that could be also just because, you know, these guys are still meeting each other this week and stuff, and it's just hard to, you know, mesh into a group for a couple days here. But, you know, they found way to do it 2 days in a row, and hopefully that gets better as our guys get in and, you know, they get to learn each other a little bit more. So that's definitely something that, you know, the dugout, you know, I always say, you know, your dugout is, you're only as good as your dugout, right? And that doesn't just mean like as good as your worst player, right? It just means, you know, when it's not your turn, you still got to, you know, put back into the team, right? Sometimes it's just not your turn. If you're not playing, it doesn't mean you're worse, you're lower in the depth chart. It's just not your turn, right? So, you know, being just as happy for the guys in front of you, behind you, as you are for yourself for success. So we'll learn that as we get deeper into it. And, you know, the wins always feel great, 2 wins, but, you know, still a long season. So
yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah.
We got our first long ball of the night tonight. Carter Towns, it went out with some authority to right field. What does that do for the guys in the dugout to get, you know, such great solid contact like that?
You know, Carter and me have actually talked a little. He's coming back from hand surgery, and so he's been out all spring with you know, not getting at bats and not seeing stuff, and he just got cleared a couple months ago actually for swings in general. So I think for him it's a huge confidence booster, right, to finally get out there. And we talked about, you know, simplifying his swing right now and just getting some out there, getting a feel for his swing, and you know, finding a way to, you know, be like a baseball player again, right? So seeing him do that, especially with 2 strikes, we had talked back before that at bat, and I told him, take a deep breath, right? Like, you belong in this situation, you belong, this is you. And when he got 2 strikes, just to see him put solid contact in, it shows me he doesn't got to try so hard again, right? It's still there. He doesn't got to do too much. And I think the confidence for the whole team was like, okay, we really grew from that point. And just like yesterday with Lawson Ward and Dom's throw, I think that was kind of like the definitive factor that pushed us forward into just finishing the job, right, and getting along with the game. So great for them, and great for him as well. So.
Yeah, of course. Now moving on to the series finale tomorrow. With the Zap, what do we expect to see tomorrow?
We got Crew Moeller pitching tomorrow, and he's got some good stuff, right? And I'm excited to see him pitch. This has been one, before he even came in, I was telling you, ready? You ready for this? So we put him over at first today. The bat's there, obviously. Not a lot of pitches to hit today because, you could see what he can do with the bat. So putting him over at first was just a way to, relax him a little bit and make sure he's not throwing too much and get ready for tomorrow. So I'm excited for that one. And, we do have, Ben Maledra should be here tomorrow as well. And, just adding to the puzzle, right? So I'm excited. And as long as we just keep finding ways to make it happen, you can't complain. Can't complain too much. So
great. Well, thanks for joining
me.
Yeah,
of course, guys.
Congrats on another
Anytime.
good win.
Of course.
And
Thank you,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll be back. Final numbers after this on the Spearfish Sasquatch postgame show.
I wanna shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. And she loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind.
Hey, nice try.
Yeah, it blows my mind. She's my lover.
Some final numbers here tonight. We'll go through one more time. J.J. Manuel's great first start of the year. He will walk away as the winning pitcher tonight. 5 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 2 hits and struck out 4, no walks. A good night for him tonight. On the hitting side, it's Ben Fewer who comes away with the best night at the plate overall. 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a strikeout, also a walk. He came around to score once. Nikita, you see anything else tonight?
Well, I think the number one note from the pitching staff is, again, 2 hits, 1 walk allowed. You do that, you're going to win pretty much every single ball game that you're a part of. The pitching staff was phenomenal from top to bottom. I believe it was 7 different guys got on base out of the 9 in the lineup. A lot of guys coming through with timely hits. They spread the runs out. It was just a great team win from top to bottom.
It really was, and that is where we will end tonight. Again, tomorrow, 11:05 start time for Kids Day, and we'll wrap up this series against the Zap. One final time, your final score. Your Spearfish Sasquatch take down the Oahe Zap 7-0. For Nikita Lohman and the Spearfish Sasquatch,